this very special event. Hey, Wasi, how do I get my fucking face onto this entire screen here? Hold on. Do I make it big? Can you do this for me?
You see on the top, there's a bunch of people. If you scroll through it, you'll see yourself. And all you have to do is double click on your name. And you should be pinned, so you'll see yourself.
Yes. Okay. It worked. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're actually supposed to be around 100 people, but there were glitches in the autoresponder. Okay, so not everybody received the link, but don't worry, because you're going to receive a recording, and those who aren't here are going to be taken care of too. Okay, so welcome to this very special event, Secrets of Psychic Seduction. My name, for those of you who don't know me, you probably do, right? But let's say you're watching the replay that's going to be put up on YouTube and whatnot. My name is Frank White, aka Aurelius Sopex. I am the world's top sorcerer. What is sorcery? What is that? It is using energy and the manipulation of that to accomplish physical results. God damn. Let me see. Okay, so let me get that out of the way, because I know there are a lot of people who claim to be actual sorcerers or magicians, but they just skip that part. Okay, they just skip that part. We don't have to get physical results. We just learn occult terminology and memorize fucking dictionaries, and then we're fucking sorcerers, right? That's not my approach. I actually strive to get physical results, or in the least, I try to give people information out of the spirit realm that they can use in the mundane world. This is me. We're going to have the top pickup artist on the planet as of now as a guest speaker in, say, 45 minutes. Okay. And he's going to give you some powerful secrets in terms of seducing somebody when they're in front of you. Okay. When they're in front of you, and how that is done. And there's literally no one better. Okay. Literally nobody can do what this man can do when it comes to in-person contact. Now, I'm going to cover the psychic part, the psychic seduction part. Okay. How is that even possible, right? How in the world would that even work? How in the world would that even work? That you could, just through your mind, your energy, and the manipulation of both, have an effect on somebody so that they feel that they're actually in love with you, or at least find you very, very attractive. But let me tell you something, and this is before I go into the actual energy work. If you want into a woman's panties, or for you women, if you want if you want a guy to be very, very loyal to you and interested in all of that, you gotta go through the heart. You gotta go through the heart. Okay. Now, a lot of people use the heart as a metaphor of sorts. Okay, but it is an actual energy center. Okay, it's an energy center. When we look into the human being, what we're looking at is, for the most part, an electromagnetic being. Okay, your cells create energy all the time. Okay, I think that's called bioluminescence or biophotons, whatever. The fact is that your whole system runs on energy. Okay, if you get in contact with somebody, physical proximity, whatever, you are, for a large part, reading the energy that they carry around them, and based on that, you will feel repelled or attracted or neutral. Okay, and you could be as sensitive as a fucking rock. Okay, and I'm sure a lot of you guys that are on here are that sensitive when it comes to subtle energies. Okay, you could be a complete, somebody that's very, very not sensitive to these energies and to what goes on between the lines and all of that, right? You will still have picked up the vibe of a person that you got in contact with, right? And they didn't even have to say something, right? They were just standing there, And body language is not an excuse here. We're just standing somewhere, and you just knew that you shouldn't get close to that person, right? Now, we're taught to ignore that for the most part, but it is very, very important that we relearn that, okay? Because each one of us, everybody has a certain amount of sensitivity, okay? And if you want to get better at this seduction stuff, psychic seduction, a lot of you guys are also interested in pickup. You gotta become more sensitive to these subtle things that are going on, okay? Because that can either make your seduction or break it. Okay, that's very important. Your vibe, the energy that you carry with you, crucial. Okay. Now, as we communicate with people, there is an energy exchange. Okay, communication, and either through distance or let's say when the person's right in front of you, there's an energy exchange. There's an energy exchange, no matter what. Okay. Based on that, you can actually know and feel how that other person feels about you. We all know that we're not rational beings. We're not. Okay. How many of your actions really make logical sense? And if you have the discipline to go through your life for one day where you make 100% logical decisions, the next day you're going to slip. Okay. The point is this: you make decisions based on emotions. Okay. Emotions are energy. Now imagine being able to influence the emotional energy in another person in regards to you. In regards to you. Okay. Look, when it comes to accomplishing that goal, okay, which is making somebody fall in love with you through a ritual, through a spell, through energy manipulation, we have to first clearly define what love actually is. What is love? Love can actually be defined as a certain energy flow, a certain type or a certain energy dynamic that goes on between you and the other person, right? Now, since you are connected to that energy dynamic, you, by changing yourself, by changing that energy dynamic within yourself, will have an effect on how the energy flows in the other person. That's fucking phenomenal. It's fucking phenomenal, isn't it? It's crazy, huh? But this is what I'm going to show you to do. This is what I'm going to show you how to apply. Okay? And just by taking away this, what I'm about to give you in 10 seconds, okay? What I'm about to give you in around, I don't know, a couple seconds, is worth, it's incredible. I don't even know if it has ever been broken down like this, okay? But the bottom line is this. A good example would be the last song that I have played here. The last song that I was playing before I jumped onto the lecture. That did something to your energy, if you're honest, okay? If you were listening to the melody, if you were listening to the atmosphere that was being created, that changed the energy flow within you, right? That changed the energy flow within you, and you felt a different emotion, and your thought patterns changed based on that as well. Okay. Now, this feeling that was created by that song was not necessarily a feeling of love. It was more like the feeling of melancholy, or maybe thinking about a lost love or something like that. Okay. And the emotion of feeling hurt. Now, if you would have paid attention to your solar plexus, which is your upper dantian, as well as your heart chakra, which is another energy center, you would have felt a shift in the energy, okay? And it feels kind of like this. Your solar plexus kind of like tenses up a little bit, okay? It's almost as if somebody had punched you in the stomach, and your heart tries to stay open, but it is forced to close down, okay? So the energy dynamic within you is reshaped just through a song. And you've experienced this many, many times. Now, what is the energy dynamic that you want to experience and transfer to the person that you want to feel specific feelings towards you, specific positive feelings, love and all of that, from which, you know, sexual relationship is usually a normal normal result, right? It is this: you want to open their heart up, you want to stimulate their heart, you want to stimulate their hearts, and in order to do that, you have to go there first. Whatever you want the other person to experience in terms of emotion, you have to go there first. Okay, so let's say you want to do a spell that makes somebody fall in love with you. You have to fall in love with them first. Now you will tell me, I know the first objection will be, Frank, how many times have I fell in love with somebody and they just didn't want me? Well, guess what? You were not in love with them. You were in a position of scarcity, and you actually weren't in love with them. You just created an energy dynamic that actually pushed them away. Okay, and there's a difference. It's a subtle difference, but it is a difference. Okay. You have to go into honest appreciation. You get that? Honest appreciation. Honest appreciation. Force yourself to find something that you honestly appreciate about her that is something else than her looks. Okay, and as you go there, or his whatever qualities you like about her, you gotta appreciate that honestly, and you gotta find the emotion that opens your heart up. Okay, that opens your heart up. So let's say that person is, I don't know, very smart or something like that. Okay, you would have to genuinely be able to appreciate their intellect without second thoughts. Okay, most people just make compliments in order to gain something. That's you know, a pulling type of energy. No, you have to be able to open your heart and just give without thinking about what to get back. Okay, this is where you need to get. This is the first step. Okay, and this is how you change the energy dynamic for the better. In the communication with that person, something will change at that point. Okay, because they will feel that too. They will look. It's that's two sides. Okay, two sides of a communication line, of an energy dynamic, energy exchange line. There are two people, and they're subconsciously, energetically in contact. You don't have to be physically close to that person to affect them energetically, and they don't have to be physically close to you to feel what you're feeling in regards to them. It's more in the subconscious. Okay, and when they feel kind of like weird about talking to you, when they feel weird about contacting you, when they feel weird about when they think about you, when they pop into their minds and they feel weird, that means the energy centers aren't working right for that purpose. You see, so if you want to improve the energy flow between the two of you, you must first go into that appreciation part. Let me describe that feeling. Have you ever stood, let's say you walk down the street, and there's a moment when you see a little girl walk by, yeah? And you just fell in love with that girl in terms of you were just stunned. Oh my God, this is like the most precious creature I have ever seen. Your heart just blows open. Your heart just blows open, and you're like, incredible. Or, you know, nature does that to us oftentimes. Okay, a beautiful night sky, something like that. You got to find that feeling. You got to find from that feeling, use something that triggers that within you. Okay, and then from that feeling, think about that person, and you will perceive them from that frequency. Okay, and then you will find the quality that it is that you need to point out inside of them. Okay, so let's say whatever. You look at an amazing night sky, your heart opens up, you think about that person, and at that point you think about, you know, the presence that they have, the calmness that they always bring to your life. When you talk to them, you feel so fearless or whatever, right? This is what you need to tell them. Okay, and boom, you have created the right energy mixture. Now you have created the right energy dynamic. From this point, everything that you say will be accepted. Will be accepted very, very well. Okay. Now, this will be the prerequisite. At this point, the guard has been let down. At this point, the guard is down. Hold on. Okay, so when you would go into a spell now, there would literally be no subconscious resistances. Okay, now at one point when your spell crafting is so strong that I mean, at one point your spell crafting will be so strong that it literally doesn't matter if they have any kind of like objections to that or whatnot. Okay, but this will be the easy route. I'm showing you the easy route right now. You open them up, okay, and then you open them up through the comments, and then you begin sending energy. Okay, you begin sending energy. Now, how the fuck does that even work, right? Look, you need to find balance. You need to find balance in terms of energy. And when you act from balance, you can actually influence the whole dynamic. Okay, what is going on with most of you guys is you're tense day and night. You're tensed up. Okay, and this is why you have all these weird thought patterns all the fucking time. You can't still your mind for like 5 minutes. Where you're like in this mood now, you're in another mood 5 minutes later. Okay, oh, something was said that triggers a memory from high school, and you start crying, and next you know hear a joke and you start laughing, all the shit. That's not balanced. Okay, this is not balance. Balance is going through life in sort of like a non-attached way. Okay, you let the energies flow through you, and you're able to appreciate the moment. Let's say you feel like this. Okay, cool. You feel like that, but you don't buy into it. Okay, you're kind of like, you learn to really serve those waves of emotions and energy. Okay, so you won't be upset over things for like 5 days anymore. Okay, so this is really what you need to strive to be like. Okay, learn to be more balanced, and as you are more balanced, you will be able to turn the dynamic and influence it in your favor. Okay? So as you have done this, and you see that it is moving into your dynamic, whatever, you have opened the heart up, you have now a receptive target, you can then push the energy. I'm gonna now demonstrate what I mean by that, okay? And the same thing will be felt through text, okay? Direct messages, friends, or even email, okay? Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, it was the same tonality. I wasn't louder, or the voice stayed the same. Even my face stayed the same. Maybe my eyes changed, but you could feel different intentions behind those same words. If you paid attention a little bit, okay? With a little bit of sensitivity, you will have felt that. Now, I have sent you 2 different energy qualities right now. And in your interaction with that person, that will be felt as well. It literally, like the words literally don't even matter at that point, okay? The words literally don't even matter. It's more about the energy that you're able to generate in that moment. But once again, speaking is not even the most important part at that point. Speaking, you don't even have to speak to that person. Messages that you send back and forth, okay, will do the job. It's important that you get into the right energy state and then send it. Okay? Now, this takes some skill, obviously, but what in the world that is hard comes, easy comes, fuck. What in the world that is worthwhile comes easy, right? Nothing. So here's the, you need to be able to control your energy. You need to be able to control your emotional states. This can only happen once you learn to get yourself into balance. Okay, you got to get your own energy system under control. Okay, now, as you have done that, and as you are communicating in that way, You just got to keep that going. You just got to keep that going, what I just described in the beginning. You just got to keep the energy moving in that beneficial way. Okay, open the heart up, open the heart up, because that's essentially what everybody's fucking looking for all day. You ever notice that? Everybody all the fucking time is looking for that. Okay, people have different outlets for that, but essentially this is what we're looking for, these moments when we feel perfect harmony between us and another person. Because as much as we don't try to admit that, we need other people to an extent. Okay, and we need to feel understood by other people to an extent. Okay, so this is how you will create that. And you know what, except for maybe 10% of the people on this planet, you could get to a level where you could have an emotional rapport that is unreal. Okay, because we essentially all have the same emotions. Okay, I think there are like, there's a very, very small number of emotional circuits that we actually use, and they're the same in each and every person. Okay, so you could literally use this and get into emotional rapport with a person that is so close that they feel like you're literally, like they love you, you know, and you feel it, will feel it too at that point. Okay, it's just a dynamic of the heart. You have to open the heart up. Okay, and this is what everybody's looking for. People are looking for this connection all the fucking time, and if you give that to them, that's an amazing gift. It's an amazing blessing. You will make their life more beautiful. Okay, now this is when you're in direct communication with them. Okay, so this is the first part. The next part, actual witchcraft and sorcery. Actual witchcraft and sorcery. Okay, let me define that first. Witchcraft and sorcery is using the energy dynamic within yourself in the right way, and then remotely, without talking, without communicating with that person, transferring whatever energy dynamic over into the system of the other person. Okay, now how does that work? How does that work? We live embedded in an ocean of energy. We live embedded in an ocean of energy. Okay, and that energy ocean can be very, very well described using the metaphor of water. Okay, so each one of us, through their words, deeds, and actions, creates what they, thoughts, deeds, and actions, right? Creates their reality. Okay, now your physical reality has to begin somewhere in your thought process, right? And then through that, emotions and actions will be created that over a period of time create your physical surroundings. Now, you can skip a lot of those steps, you could say. Okay, you could skip a lot of the physical stuff by putting so much energy into the other steps, so that you literally generate shock waves of energy from yourself, will resonate so strongly in this field of energy that the universe has no fucking choice but to give you what the fuck it is that you just created energetically. Yeah? This is witchcraft. This is sorcery. It is taking control over the world, over the people, over your surroundings through non-physical means. Okay? Now it starts with you. It starts, once again, it starts with you. If you think you can just hear about how psychic seduction is done and do it right away, well, some of it you're probably going to be able to do, but most of it not. Most of it will take a little bit of practice. Okay, and it starts with manipulating yourself first. Okay, and while we're at it, let me lose a couple of words about that, man, because this is crucial, man. I meet so many people, and of course, if you sign up for this event, you know that I teach witchcraft, right? You know that I teach witchcraft, and I get so many people messaging me, texting me, hitting me up. Frank, how do I do this? I want to start controlling the world through witchcraft. I tell them, bitch, you can't even control your own fucking weight. Who the fuck are you playing? I mean, think about it. You are trying to use occult forces to influence other people's wills and minds. Yet, you're not even able to control your own emotions and your own mind. That makes zero sense. Zero. And it is bullshit. Okay. And this is also why most people in the occult are full of shit, because they can't walk the walk. You see? So I'm not here to offend anyone. Okay. That's not my intention. My intention is to be true to my craft and to bring you the truth, to be honest. Okay, I gotta be honest. I'm not gonna start selling bullshit. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I don't give a fuck about any of that money. Whoever follows me, I don't give a fuck. If you're offended about the truth, then I'm not the guy to follow. Okay, but if you want to attain the real power, and if you want to hear the harsh truth but become better in the long term, then I'm your guy. Okay, so just let's keep that in mind. Okay. Before you can begin to influence somebody else psychically, you got to be first in control of your own emotional states. Okay. I think that's kind of like intuitive, right? Now, you can basically transfer any energy dynamic from yourself, from your own system, onto another person. Okay. You can do this with very, very negative states, undesirable states, and that would qualify as a curse. Okay. And you can take that very far. But you can also do this with positive emotions. You can also do this with very, very positive emotions. Remember that that emotional circuits and emotional qualities can be accessed by pretty much anyone to the same extent, potentially. Okay. What does that mean? Potentially, there's some skill and there's some practice to that. Okay. But if you are human, you can access potentially all the energy qualities that have an emotional aspect to them as anyone else, right? I think you agree. Every one of us has the same range of emotions. So as you're able to generate that within yourself, it's fucking laptop. Okay. As you're able to generate that within yourself, you can then transfer that over to somebody else. Transfer that over to somebody else. What is the first step? You need to get into a state of awareness where you are able to manipulate your own emotions. There are many different ways to do that. Many different ways to do that. You could, for instance, you could, use music to get you into the right emotional state. Okay, you could use a certain type of physical activity that gets you into the right mood. You could use, I don't know, your preferred method. But then you got to be able to hold on to that emotional quality. You got to be able to hold on to that energy. Okay. Now, as you have done that, you have to increase it. You have to make it totally real to yourself, totally real, as if it is happening right now. But with the intention to have the other person feel it. Okay. In order to fully understand that, you need to know that you are not your physical body. Okay. Your physical body, which includes your mind, which is your emotions and how you process reality, is not who you are. You are the awareness that is experiencing that through this vessel, through your physical body. Okay. And when your physical body dies, you will actually move on to a new one. Okay. So your awareness is independent of that. Okay. And with a little bit of training, with a little bit of mind practice, a little bit of meditation, you will be able to see, to experience that from a, not totally outside, but it's more and more an objective perspective. Okay? And then you can begin to push it wherever you want. Okay. And in a love spell, you would do this with the intention to feel the emotion from the other person's perspective. And you will actually experience it like they do. Okay. You'll get in very, very close emotional rapport. Have you ever wondered why people in past life regressions often pick up on the same past life memory? What I mean by that, there are like 50 or 60, I don't know how many people have claimed to have been, I don't know, Cleopatra in a past life, and all of their experiences were actually genuine and it can be verified in some way or another. Okay. But why is that? Why is that? Because mind is one. Mind is a singularity. It was the same mind that was experiencing Cleopatra's life as it is that is experiencing your life, my life, and everybody else's life. It is one awareness experiencing itself through different vessels. Okay. So that has many implications, right? But for witchcraft and sorcery, it is you have the ability to actually experience from the mind of somebody else. You can literally look through their eyes, and your nervous system will transfer the experience over into your awareness. You see, because you're connected through this field of energy. Okay, and this is actually how spells are done. This is how you put a spell on somebody. This is how you curse someone. This is how you put a love spell on someone. Okay. The basis of any kind of spell is what I just gave you. Okay. Now, we should also go into something. We should also go into something practical. Okay. I'm going to show you a technique that you can use today. Okay. Right after this event is over, you can begin to use this on your first target, your first prey, and hold on. Yeah, damn it. Okay, good. So the technique. Let me go into the theory, and it goes back to the energy dynamic of the heart that I just described. Okay? It goes back to the energy dynamic of the heart. In order to appreciate something and somebody in the way that I just described, we have to get rid of ego to an extent. Okay, we have to literally genuinely appreciate the other person or the quality within the other person without having second thoughts about that. What does that mean? You can't kiss their ass. Okay, that's not genuine, and it's not received as genuine because your heart will not be opened up at that point. Your heart will not be opened up. Okay, there's a difference between complimenting a person and complimenting or admiring the night sky or Mother Nature. Okay, that's something different. Okay, you're not afraid of having Mother Nature thinking bad things about you, right? So there's a difference here. But in order to actually make that happen, what I just described, in order to have that energy dynamic going on like that, you have to get there. You guys have to get rid of your second thoughts about, oh, how am I going to get laid with this girl? Whatever, okay? You genuinely and for the moment have to appreciate that other person for who they are. Okay? And do that and watch what happens. Watch what happens. It's literally magic that's going to start at that point. A completely different energy dynamic between you and her. Okay. What is blocking you from doing that for the most part is your solar plexus or your Manipura chakra. Okay, it's an area where upper dantian, whatever. So this energy center is responsible for the majority of your complications, guaranteed. How do I know? I just fucking know my craft. Okay, I know. So we have to bridge the gap between heart and solar plexus. Okay. For those of you who aren't familiar with chakras, chakras are energy centers along your spine. And if you're broken here, which is, by the way, the majority of the population, you can't access the energy of the higher chakras. Okay? Spiritually speaking, and awareness speaking, and consciousness speaking, I don't know if these words exist. Weird combination of words, right? Now, speaking in those terms, the majority of the population is trapped in a vibrational prison. Okay, they can't even access these higher levels. They can't stop and feel what I just described. They can't feel genuine and unegoistical appreciation for another person. That's just impossible. That's outside of their universe. They can't feel love. Okay, they cannot love. It's impossible to love because, look, this is also self-love, by the way. So if that's not working, you're also like, how are you supposed to love somebody else if you can't love yourself, right? So the majority of the population is not capable of self-love, so don't even expect love for you from them. Okay, well, that's just a side note. Now, as you are focusing on connecting those energy centers within yourself and thinking about the other person, you are creating a different energy dynamic within them. Okay, look, whoever you have met in your life, okay, is energetically resonating with your energy field, and everybody who you will ever meet isn't somewhere or another resonating with your energy field. Okay, it's not even witchcraft or anything. That's quantum physics. Okay, by you making a mental connection with them, meaning thinking of them, you get into energetic and emotional rapport with them. Okay, and then you can begin to influence the energy dynamic. I think that makes sense. So the practical exercise that we're going to do now is this, okay? I want you to relax, because you have to relax in order to become more aware of the energy within you, okay? So close your eyes now. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and become aware of your physical body. And let go of the tension that's in there. Let go of all the tension that's in there. How do you let go of the tension? You just become aware of the tension and then expand. Look at your body from all around you. Okay, you're kind of like a sphere of awareness that is looking at your body. Okay, this will make you relax quite fast. Okay, now as you have relaxed a little bit, open your eyes again. What we're going to do now is we're going to put our hands, one hand on the center of your chest, the other one on your solar plexus, like this. Okay, do that, and now close your eyes again. Close your eyes again, and now bring a person to your mind that you don't like. A person that you don't like, bring them to your mind. Okay, and don't think too long. Bring a person to your mind that just triggers something negative within you, negative emotion. Now. Okay. Now. See a beam of light connecting the crown of your head and the base of your spine. Okay, feel that energy flowing from the crown of your head all the way down to your spine, while keeping your hands on those spots and having that person in your mind. And sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes it takes a little, but do that. Okay, feel that energy from the top of your head all the way down to the bottom of your spine while you think of that person. And relax your solar plexus. Okay, we have time constraints. Okay, so come back now. And you will need to do that for whatever amount necessary to get into a balanced state again, to not be bothered by them again. And what you will notice is that you will actually begin to feel compassion, and you will literally see them in a different light. And then after you've done that, the next interaction, just watch what happens. Watch how different the interaction between you and the other person will be. Okay, that's number one. Number two is, I mean, what we just did was we influenced the negative energy dynamic into a balanced or positive one. Okay, now we gotta create that. Well, is it a feeling of love? Well, yeah. Okay, let's go for a feeling of lust. Okay, let's go for a feeling of lust. But that has also to go through the heart. Okay, so go back to your position here. Go back to your position and create the connection between the top of your head and the bottom of your spine. Okay, feel that energy between the bottom of your spine and the top of your head. Now bring that person to your mind that you want to influence in a positive way. Okay, that person that seems to not be um, open to your advances. Okay? Now think about how they would look, if they were totally enamored by you. What would their face look like? How would they look at you if they were totally enamored by you? Okay, and if your mind is creating a little movie right now, that's fine too. Okay, just let the energy flow freely, and whatever needs to happen will happen. Okay, what will now bring their face to your mind when they're totally enamored by you. And now, what would they feel like? What would it feel? What would it feel like in being in their presence if they were totally ready to have sex with you right now? What would what would it feel like if they were in your presence and their body just craved you and they needed you more than water, more than food, more than anything else, and they felt devastated if they couldn't have you? What would it feel like to be in their presence? Okay, come back, open your eyes. Yeah. I can guarantee you, I can fucking guarantee you that if you do this and you have that energy flow going, and you could actually see something in your like a little, I don't know, a mind movie, you could say, because that mind movie will be the reflection of the energy. I guarantee you that that person will react differently to you. Okay. I don't know if you're aware of that. Probably not, but that's what you're doing subconsciously all the time. Actually, okay. You're every interaction that you're about to go into, you have a certain energetic uh, interaction with. Okay, even before it happened, and based on that, it will play out. You see, so you're doing this all the time. You know, just not consciously. Just not consciously. Okay, so and let's be honest. Let's be honest. How often have you had thoughts about somebody that you weren't really comfortable with? It's like, no, hon, like no, and it almost felt as if they were like as if you were being touched in some body part, right? Uh-huh. Does that, you know, I'm sure you have experiences. Okay, I'm sure you have experiences where like almost as if those thoughts weren't yours. Does that ring a bell? Ever happened to you? Well, let me tell you what was going on. Most likely that person was jerking off to you. You see, there's a lot of energy going on, and you know, connected to doing something with you, to you, whatever, and you felt like, ugh, what's going on? I don't want to think that. I think like, wow, I feel like somebody's banging me in the ass right now. I just, I just don't want to feel that, but I can't. For some reason, I can't get rid of that thought. Now, this is what was going on. Okay, that person was doing something consciously or unconsciously, doesn't even matter. The fact of the matter is that that we all influence each other all the fucking time. Okay, so just be aware of that.
Hello.
Oh, Ross, you're on.
Hey, I'm here, brother.
You want to go live now?
I'm live. I'm here. You're looking at me.
I can't see it. One second. One second.
I'm right here. I see
Oh,
myself.
okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up now, and I'll be back in around 60 minutes. And
Before you go, if you could tell me what specifically you'd like me to go over. This is such a vast subject, and I don't know what you've covered. I would like to kind of get.
I covered the energy dynamic between the magician or somebody who's doing a love spell and the target. But you are free to go over whatever you want. You know,
Are we doing this in regards to men? Well, look at that. Men and women interact. Like what dimension are we taking it? Because I see your audience. I'm new to most of your audience. And
Yeah.
what direction are we? I mean, am I teaching men how to pick up women? Am I teaching women how to be women? Are we just skipping that and going into how these energies interact? What would you like me to go into?
I would like you to stick to teaching men how to pick up women.
Okay, that's fun.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, all the women can learn a lot from that.
Definitely.
I know. Okay, let's see how we can make this better. Cool. Well, whenever you let me know, I'll go for 60 minutes. Very excited to be here. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this works if I do this. Put the light in front of you. Okay, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, as I guess I welcome myself this one. I'm Araj Zapar D-Bazar, AZD. I'm coming to you from the Bay Area, Northern California, San Jose, California, but I'm in LA right now, which is Southern California. I'm here for 2 days doing a lecture with the legendary Vince Kelvin. And I'm part of this event with Frank White, also known as Aurelia Sopax, who's my friend, student, and colleague, and helps me tremendously also in what I do. Frank and I have a very incredible friendship in that he's very capable. I'm sure you know, I don't have to tell you that, but I speak from my perspective. He's very capable of producing the effects that nobody else really can do, right? And so when you combine that with the effects I create, we get a lot of influence and power worldwide, okay? So I'm gonna talk about the art of seduction. To me, one of the most powerful arts on the planet. And I continue to prove it. This is what I do. I do many things in life. And people ask me, they say, you know, because of the way I look and the way I carry myself, it happened many times today already. What do you do? What do you do? How do I describe this? Well, it comes down to communication. You could say that the weapon used and the shield used, there's a shield and a weapon here, right? A sword and a shield, is communication. Without it, you can't do what I do. With it, I've yet to find the limits of this world. This world has a hard time saying no to me. It's very difficult to say no to me. You get that sense as I talk, but right now there's a reservedness around you that I can feel as a group, which is beautiful because that's where the real seduction happens. Seduction happens when you resist. Then I can show you how good I am. In fact, the girls I go for are the girls that are the impossible girls. Who's an impossible girl? The girl that I said I'm never going to get with a fucking man. Fuck man, never again. No. Or this one. I'm going to use men for the rest of my fucking life. And I'm never going to give myself to them like real. I'll have sex with them, but there's nothing there. When I find a woman of this caliber, something happens. It's like nature kicks in. I need to go and make her mine. There's something, seeing this now, I do not, brother. Sorry. Hold on a second, man. Okay. All good, whatever. Okay. So the first rule I want you to recognize, if you're going to do what I do, is if it's a product that everybody would buy it, like for example, we have, let's say, a cologne right here. And if it's something that every person would buy it with no resistance, we can't tell how good the salesperson is, can we? Well, I sold 100 fucking colognes today. Yeah, but so did the other salesman. Okay? But if it's a product that very few people can sell and a person is selling it completely, well, how are you doing that? We need a salesman that can sell any product. Okay? That's what seduction is. You are the product. She's buying you. Okay? She's buying you. But what is you? What part of you are we looking at? Fuck. There's a difference between the male and the female energy. Very, very different. Okay? And in the female, the Homo sapien female, she's not looking at you the way you look at her. You're looking at her very, very physical, right? I'm in LA right now. I have 2 dates set up today of women I met here. one should arrive as I'm lecturing into my room. Now, that would be kind of cool, right? Like you would see a live, I don't know if I'll put her on camera, that's up to her. But if she does arrive within the hour, which I know she will, then I will ask her questions and you could hear her in the background. And then you're going to have to understand that what I just did is not available to 99% of the population. To never have met her and pull her this way. But at the same time, what she doesn't know is there's another woman who's the bartender upstairs at the rooftop bar. Imagine how fine she is. She is going to get off of work and come too. So now I have two girls that are going to hang out with me tonight that I've never hung out with. And you'd be like, well, why would you do that? Because this is how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it like this. Chances are one will flake. Maybe two will flake. Okay? But what if they both show up? Then you'll get to see how good I really am. You see? So constantly in the mind, where there is a resistance on the outside, I look to see, here's my opportunity. And so you can't run from resistance if you're going to do this. You seek it out. And the quote that I have on my head right here can be translated in this manner. They can all be translated in different arts because I come from different arts. But in this way, you say this. Ready? This is the quote. This is the spell. You say to yourself, when it comes to resistance, you say, you don't look for me, motherfucker. I look for you. So when you're out, look for resistance. As I'm speaking, I know what's open, especially if I can see your faces and it's very clear. I can also know what's closed. My communication is a constant movement between open and the closed person and bringing the person opening up. And I'm doing it already. How is this taking place? Well, you need to know that you're guaranteed that if you have 5 minutes with a human being and they will listen to you, and if you can do what I can do, you can make Athena, the goddess, Venus, Aphrodite, name them. You can make all of them sit on the bed right there with big googly eyes saying, talk more, Arash. What do you want me to say? Anything. Why? Because when you speak, I feel free. Am I going to need? It's okay. Bring what you have. Look, she's on her way here. Am I going to need an ID where we go? I fucking forgot my valid one. The one I have is old and expired. She's on her way. Okay? Look, she says, okay, what did I answer? It's okay. Bring what you have. It's not okay. We're not going to be able to get anywhere. Okay? But now is not the time to say that. Why? Rule of seduction. You're watching it happen. If it's flowing your way, let it flow your fucking way. Don't be the cock blocker yourself. You know, you need your valid ID. Oh, hold on. Then I got to turn around. Then I had another fucking 30 minutes to 45 fucking minutes to a bitch I've never met before. Are you fucking kidding me? Right? It's all good. She goes, oh shit, as I was driving there, I grew a penis. Are you okay with that? A penis? That's fine. Just come by. You sure? Yeah. I'm on my period. Come by. I fucking, God damn it. I just took a shit in my pants. Holy cow. Come over. Okay? I have a question. Do you want to come over or not? You do? Well, then shit yourself, piss yourself, fuck yourself. I don't give a shit. First arrive. Why? Because the arrival is the first step into what we got to do. I'm not going to stop the seduction. Now, if you showed up with shit stains, I might be like, you got to go. But what happens is your mind gets in the way. She says something and she triggers a bunch of shit inside of you. Let me tell you exactly what she triggered. She triggered fuck. That was the word that went through my head. When I read that text, I thought, fuck. And then I thought, she's going to flake. And then I thought, no, she's on her way. And then I thought, here's the process. Shut the fuck up. See, your mind is your enemy. She sent one text. I had a whole conversation in my head that was made up. She wasn't even there. So, shh. To the mind. Okay? Shh. You're talking too much. Why? I'm busy. But I want to make sure everything goes right. There is the trap. There is the trap. I want to make sure everything goes right. No, my friends. You want things to go wrong so she could see how good you are at handling that shit. So you could pop your fucking collar and brush the dirt off your shoulders and be a fucking G about the thing. There's a difference when I teach men and women. I'm a hardcore motherfucker. Beyond, bring them to me. Okay? I'll stand up to any person when it comes to anything. Okay? I've been doing that for too long. So there's not coming from a weak perspective, although I'm very soft with the woman, because the art of seduction is a soft art. You have to be smooth and soft, but with the steel edge, like a razor, can cut. She's got to know you don't get stepped on. But how does she know anything about you if she hasn't seen any kind of drama around you? How do you get mad? You ever been with a chick that you've been for a while and then she gets mad and you've never seen her mad and you're like, whoa. Like, you don't want to find that out 7 months into the fucking relationship. Okay? Have you ever been with a chick and no, I don't like to drink. No, I don't drink much. Okay, you know what? Tonight I'm going to drink. And then she drinks and you're like, what the fuck? Who are you? I can't even take you anywhere. I've been in both of those situations many times. How about with a chick when everything is okay until her fucking brother calls her? You didn't even know she had a fucking brother. And now she's got to go Captain Save her brother out of everything. And you're like, is this dude part of our relationship or what? Should I be fucking him too? Is he going to suck my dick? What's going on here? He's occupying all of our time now. So what am I telling you? See, the art of seduction has this thing, in it called a qualifier. Now, I'm very blessed in many ways, okay? Because I live a certain way. But last night, after 10 years, go look on my Instagram. Well, I'll tell you what, you're not going to see it. So it's going to be relevant, all right? All this is relevant. I don't say anything irrelevant. God, this was just so fine. Right when I go on Instagram, my eyes, right? You slow motion this, I was like titties and ass all over my face. Okay, not my face, somebody's face. Okay, so let me show you this thing real quick. This is last night. Listen to the words. You don't care. You don't need to hear what it is, really. But I'm here with a very, very important man to me. When you see me with all the most beautiful women on the planet around me, there's a reason for that, because I was mentored by this man. This is Eric Van Markovic, also known, AKA, I was about to say, Mystery, my mentor in the game. And how long has it been since we've seen each other?
It's been a good 10 years.
10 fucking years, yeah. And we're here. Well, you look great.
Yeah, you look great too.
Thank you. I'm getting younger.
Feeling good?
Feeling good, looking great. If you guys, we just had a really, really powerful conversation outside. And then you said, why don't we just record it?
That's right. And we recorded a good 30-minute conversation together. And we'd enjoy it if you'd watch, listen in rather.
Well, I should give it to you for free. So look forward to it. I'll figure out how to send it to you guys. But it's great seeing you, and look for some stuff to come. I'm going to send you this 30-minute conversation between Mystery and I, between master and student. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the only person left over in the entire world of this world was my own teacher, who I hadn't seen for 10 years, and who he had watched online all these things transpire around me. But the last time he saw me was the student who showed up to the boot camp and became a student, and he was teaching me how to pick up women. 10 years passed, I changed the world, I become the #1 guy. 10 years later, him and I are in the same household, talking. He has not seen my game. He's seen it online. He hinted a few times in the conversation. He hinted a few times with words like this. Let me repeat what he said. He said something like, yeah, I've met a lot of master pickup artists. He goes, the ones that I can, he goes like something like, the ones that I can validate myself because I've seen them in field. See, he's never seen me in field. So the first time he said that, it kind of went wrong way inside my heart, if that makes sense. He said that and I felt, ooh, that's interesting. And then he said it again. And then he said it a third time throughout the night. Well, I was like, okay, well, I mean, we're here to go out, right? So we went out. Well, he's not going to say that about me anymore. He saw, okay, what I can do. This was beautiful because now I can stand here and tell you that I've been with the best of the best of the best of the best. There's not one person that you know that I haven't been around or seen game or gamed around them, okay? Except Neil Strauss. But whatever. There's something going on here, and you guys need to learn it. And it's not what you think, okay? It's the art of removing internal resistances to the world and learning how to communicate your truth in a way that makes sense to others, understanding their truth and making them better by communicating. If you can do that, you get any man or woman in the world. I believe this 100% as I'll demonstrate it to the world, okay? There's no resistance to one who can do this because you align yourself with a higher principle of life. Why am I guaranteed this woman? I'm guaranteed this woman because it's a gift, kind of like from the universe to me. She just kind of arrived in my hand. But I've already been with somebody in the last 24 hours that's new since I've been here. And if it doesn't work out with her, it'll work out with somebody else tonight. Why do I know this? Because I'm out just putting out a certain energy and it has to come back. Einstein said it best. He says it's just a matter of matching the frequencies, the energy of the reality you want. Then you're going to have to live in that reality. And he said, this is not a philosophy, this is physics. And then Tesla said something similar. If you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, vibration, and frequency. So that's what I do. And that's why Frank and I get along really well, because it's a form of magic that's visible, the results. But just like if you see a movie and let's say the spellcaster does something like this and you see this energy ball travel from their hand and do shit, right? In our physical world, it's rare to see that. I'm not going to say it's impossible. It's rare to see that. However, what happens when you can't see the energy ball, but then on the other side, like telekinesis, that shit moves and you get cause effect, just nothing visible in the middle, right? Well, this is what happens with seduction. The words, as I speak them, they disappear into your mind, don't they? Do you have any of the words I started with? I've said a lot of words. Where are they? They've all transferred something to you, but you can't find them. They're invisible. So seduction becomes an invisible art because communication is actually invisible. The part that you see is like the big, heavy fucking part. But it's so subtle. It's incredibly subtle. Last night when we were out, I talked to this woman who was sitting over there. And then she was like, I said, oh, come to the strip club with us. And she was like, oh, I'm waiting for my friend. I said, well, have your fucking friend come. And she was like, well, you wouldn't say that if you saw them, not him or her. And I got a weird feeling inside when she said that, right? I said, oh, really? I said, well, I can't imagine anybody who wouldn't want to go hang out, have a good time. She goes, no, you'll see. And then I picked it up. And I said it in front of Mystery and the other guys. And I said, oh, am I supposed to be afraid of this person? With a smile. And then she looked at me. I said, because your communication is triggering in me, like I have to defend myself against that person. I said, I don't know. I go, but now I'm imagining a very tall, big man with a lot of muscles. And her face just, I said, I'm right. I go, well, I'm not afraid of anybody, and there's no reason to be aggressive for any means. And then I turned around and I began to talk to my table. And I said, do you guys see this is what I'm talking about? She never said one word about that. But what she said was one thing. What I felt and heard was something different. And I called her on that, and I was right. She was actually saying that. It was hidden in the words. So when you get good at this, you understand that the words are hiding the communication. The real communication is somewhere hidden in that shit. You know when they say, read between the lines? If you're going to deal with a woman, there is nothing besides between the lines. There is no fucking lines in that shit. Okay? A woman cannot say one goddamn thing straight to you right now. If there's a woman watching me right now, you fucking think about this shit. You have the hardest goddamn time stating a datum, a fact. You're afraid of being fucking wrong. Unless it's a sheep datum that's been verified 1,000 times by CNN or something. Then you're fucking loud and proud about that shit, right? No, I know. You don't know shit. Let me explain to you what you don't fucking know. You don't know shit about your own mind. You don't know shit about your own emotions, and you know nothing about the universe that you live in. That is a zero of knowledge. I'm not seeking computer knowledge from you. I'm not here to fucking you tell me about cars or chemtrails. I don't give a shit. Okay? I want to deal with you as a fucking human being. Do you know those thoughts of yours that are fucking psycho? Do you trust yourself, bitch? You don't. I know you don't. Your thoughts flip-flop 1,000 fucking times a day. And if I ask you to buy a pair of shoes, here's $1,000, we're going to be there for 20 fucking hours. And at the very end, when you've asked me 1,000 times, do you like this one? Do you like this one? What about that one? Do you like this one? The goddamn moment she's about to ring it up, you say, hold on. This is a fact. And then when she buys it, she immediately begins to regret it. She will literally grab the bag, walk off, and have the thought, maybe I should have got the other ones. This is what you're dealing with. Now, she's not going to tell you that because that sounds insane. But she doesn't have to tell you that because Amelia is telling you I'm right. That's right there, that big giant smile, covering of the face. That tells you I'm right. Now, if there was 30 women watching, all 30 would have that face, except that one weird feminist bitch that none of us would want to fuck. And that one would be like, and all she would be thinking would be something like, he thinks he's better than me. Like, bitch, you're not even listening to the fucking example. I think I'm better than you at what? Not at sucking dick. You're better. So let's get it in context. Many things, yes. Sucking dick, no. Getting pregnant, no. I can't even wash my own fucking clothes. Huh, what kind of a man are you? I'm a fucking king. What kind of a bitch are you? What kind of a bitch are you to talk to me like that? Just get it straight. Who the fuck do you think you are? She says to you. Who the fuck do I think I am? I'm almost gonna fuck your daughter, your mom, your sister, and your grandma. And get some bitches for your man so he doesn't have to be with your cow ass fucking ugly hoe. Get out of my face. Now, you don't have to say that, but that's what's going on inside. Now, if a man is listening to me and is going, ooh, fuck, oh, see, so I would never say that to a woman. You don't have to say that to a woman, bro. But you better know that. You better know that. Just like a woman doesn't have to come up to you and be like, I know all you want to do is fuck me. All you're imagining is my pussy and my lips are on your fucking dick. I know what the fuck you want. And so eventually I'm going to fuck you. So let's just go through it. She doesn't need to say that to you, but she needs to know that so she can properly speak to you. 99% in the beginning, because it goes 99%, then you handle it, and then you go to the next phase. It's phases. It's phases. But 99.9% in the beginning phase, your problem is you actually don't have the right internal idea about the other sex. And so no matter what you try to say or you try to do, you break the code of nature or God or universal consciousness or Buddha or Krishna or Vishnu or name these motherfuckers. I don't care. There's a code here. There's a mathematics here. I prove it. I can predict that she would come because I saw the numbers. 1, 3, 7, 9, da, 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 da. If I just put in that number, the other number shows up. Motherfucker, I'm right again. Confidence comes up. Here we go. Anyways. How do you get a woman? Well, you have to make her fall in love with you. Otherwise, you don't have her. How's that? I don't care how many bitches you fucked. Last night we were with somebody who wasn't, he was a student. He was a very wealthy man. I'm going to tell you why. I got a funny story. We get in this fucking car, right? 5 of us squeeze in this fucking car. I'm like, I'll sit in the middle, right? I don't give a fuck. So I'm like a little baby like this, right? In the back seat. It's a BMW. This motherfucker starts driving and he's just like, concierge. And then it's like, brrr, brrr, brrr. Hello, sir. And I'm like, oh, what are we in a fucking hotel? And then the dashboard says concierge. And he's like, how can I help you? And he was like, we're trying to go to, what's that? And I'm like, really? We're going to go whatever. So he tells him, he goes, hold on one second, sir. This fucking guy takes forever while everybody in the back is like, just put it on your phone, right? But no, he's got to show the fucking concierge, which that's fine. So at some point, the concierge comes back and gives us the fucking address. Cool. After like 7 minutes of him trying to figure it out. We drive, and I just joke. I'm like, man, it would be so funny if it was the wrong address. Well, guess what? It was the wrong fucking address, right? We end up in the wrong place. There goes the fucking concierge. So when we drive, he's punching it, going fast. I'm like, slow down, bro. Like, I have to like, eventually he apologizes, just so you know, right? But anyways, at some point I say, I'm like, I gotta acknowledge this guy, right? He's obviously feeling a little fucking insecure about something, right? So I'm like, was this your dream car? He's like, ha, no, I've had every car I ever wanted. This is just something I got. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, what kind of car is it? He's like, it's a BMW, blah, blah, but it comes with it. And then he just starts going nuts, right? I'm like, okay, well, I tell you what, bro. I go, whenever you're sick of this car, since you've had all your dream cars, if you like to give us poor folk like myself a gift with your gracious self, I'll take the car. And he's all, you can take over the payments. I said, no, that's not a gift. You can give me the car, right? And it's funny because I actually thought he considered it for a second. I was like, is this fucking guy considering it? It's almost like his pride was so much like, oh, well, really? Take it. I was like, go ahead. Give me the fucking keys. Okay? That's cool, whatever. But anyways, this guy, he's got the fucking car, right? Later on, when it's appropriate time, I go, well, what do you do? And he's like, oh, yeah, whatever. He basically fucking obviously makes a lot of fucking money, right? He makes a lot of fucking money. Like, he's got the fucking dough. But he's not getting any pussy. None. In fact, he's creepy. But I start feeling bad for him. He's so tense, so tight, right? The fuck? What's wrong with you, bro? I start feeling bad for the guy. I'm like, can you imagine being like that? Oh, I've been there, man. I know the feeling. It sucks. It's not a good feeling. But he says to me, he's like, oh, I've known Mystery 10 years ago, blah, blah, blah. I was in Project Hollywood, this and that. He's all, back then, you know, I got this stripper. He starts telling me the fucking stories. And he's like, I fucked easily over 100 women. I said, that's more than I have, probably. Just so you know. Just so you know. I'm the top fucking guy, but I'm not going to sit here and say I fucked 100 women. Maybe, maybe not, but it's going to be right around there, probably. But here's the point. How many women have you made fall in love with you? Ooh, I got the numbers on this one. Okay. That's seduction. Because when she's in love with you, she's yours. I want a woman to be mine. I want to say, that's my woman. She goes, I'm his. That's hot. Okay? That's hot to any man. If there's any independent women out there who are don't know this shit, I'm going to tell you. That's why people watch me. Because I break it down for you. You just go, oh, really? Yes, women, we want you to be dependent on us. We want you to be owned by us. We want you to be like, that's my man. I'm kind of obsessed with him. It's okay. It's okay. I don't want anything fucking less. All right? I'm obsessed with me. I love me. I'm down for me more than anything else. Then why the fuck are you not going to be down for me? What's wrong with you? Earlier today, one of my girlfriends, you know, I have 4 girlfriends, 3 of them are here. One of my girlfriends like, hey, one of my friends from LA or some shit wants to hang out. Cool, I go hang out with her. I said, nah, not without her meeting everybody. And she was like, oh, well, you know, I said, well, listen to this. If she's a friend of yours, I think she would be interested in your fucking life. How are you going to call me a fucking friend and you're going to pretend like I'm not here and the other girls aren't here? You're just going to pretend like it's not? You want to see your friend? Bitch, show up and say hi to me. Why? Because I'm her man. Remember that? Remember that little fucking speech I just gave? I'm her man. Okay? And that's what you do. You show up and you say hi to the man. And I check the hoe out. Right? She shows up looking like a fucking slut. I'm so excited. We're going to go have fun. You're not going anywhere. Maybe your friend and I will go somewhere, but you're not going with her. Why? She's a hoe. Well, why would you go with her? To fuck her. She's a hoe. That's what you do to hoes. You fuck hoes. How do you get a woman? You make her fall in love with you. Until then, you don't have her. But man, when they fall in love with you, boy. You know? They call a female dog a bitch, you know? And it's always been so interesting to me. How that word just makes its way into the English language as a woman, a bitch and a bitch. It's like there's no other definition for that as a noun, right? And so what the fuck? But you know, a female dog is a very loyal companion, maybe the most loyal companion you'll ever have as a guy. Well, so is your bitch when she's yours, which is the woman in this case. When she's in love, she'll put a dog to shame. Yeah, she'll get up at 3 a.m. if you throw the ball and come, like, let's go, fuck it. No complaining and shit. She's in love with you. Now, we don't experience that anymore because nobody's telling women that that's cool. Girl, I would never. When I fall asleep, he better, I'm sorry, what'd you say, monkey? The fucking baboon? Go grab a fucking banana and scratch your armpit, bitch. Get out of here. I'm trying to create a family, a relationship. If I have a fucking child, I need child to see mother does everything for father, and father does everything for mother. Where did you get your baboon ideas from? Your independent woman fucking idea, you fucking bitch. That is not how you do this shit. Okay, let's start again. I'm AZ motherfucking D. I'm the man who's going to steal your fucking heart and take over your entire world. When the time comes and you get the fucking truth, you're going to be mine. Now, I'm going to play this game with you. I'm sure by now you have a lot of men that are trying to dick you from the sides. Okay? All these motherfuckers. Maybe a few are. I'm sure they are. I'm going to take all their places. Game on. Are you ready to play? And you're supposed to resist. What? What do you mean? You're supposed to stop me, right? Otherwise, it wouldn't be there would be no game. You're like, well, I mean, wouldn't you want it like that? I would, but it's not real. I would also like to rub a fucking genie lamp and get 3 wishes, but it doesn't work. So instead, I got to fucking manifest it myself, and it takes more work. So in this case, she's going to have to resist me because she's going to, but it has to start with me initiating that fucking thing. It's okay. It's okay. She flakes. She gets upset. You get mad at each other. It's how you handle that matters. That's where the confidence comes in. I have 4 girlfriends right now. Girlfriend number 4, Cristalli. She's the one I've been with the least. 1 year coming up. It's not that long compared to 12 and a half years. Out of all girlfriends, including 12 and a half years, she knows how to talk to me the best. That's crazy. It's crazy though. But what's important about that? Exactly what I said right now. She knows how to talk to me. Okay? You have to learn to talk to each other in a way that the other person gets it. See, each person has their own language, right? Each person has their own language. It sounds like you and I are speaking the same language, but we're not. Now, what makes me good at what I do is I can speak some sort of universal language that everybody can feel. You see, when I speak, women are going, and I'm saying things that if another man said, she would turn off the TV and go fucking just go crazy on him. Why? Exactly. That's the art. We go back to the beginning. She can feel that inside of me is not some evil thing talking like that. I'm not saying, bitch, I need you to fucking do that because I don't like women. I'm saying that out of the most respect for the relationship that I have, because on the opposite end, this is what I was telling you, on the opposite end, hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm going to take over your whole world. You're not going to need anybody else. It starts with this. Are you ready, men? It starts with this. You will be safe and protected from now on. However the fuck you can communicate that, you start there. Okay? This is missed by everybody in the world, including her. Look at this girl, man. This is another one. Oh, these are gifts. I know I'm doing well. I got ungrateful for a moment earlier on a fucking argument. And then I fucking handled it. Man. What a trip, right? Okay. You keep her safe and protected. You have to communicate that somehow. Okay? How do you do that? Well, let me give you some techniques. Hi, what's going on? I just meet her for the first time. I have not met her physically before, just so you know. I met her on Instagram. Hi, come on in. Sits down, whatever, we talk. I'll be doing a million things in my communication that'll just handle everything. But what you can know very easily is at some point it'll be like this. Are you nervous and tense? Are you tense or nervous? She says yes or no. I don't give a fuck what she says. I do care what I say next, which is you're going to be totally fine. I got you. Okay? You're going to be safe tonight. Guaranteed. Totally safe. Completely. That's my responsibility. You're going to be completely safe tonight. Okay? With a smile. But I have to mean it. Okay? Because you could not mean it like a creepy movie. You're going to be totally safe tonight. Yep. Safe and sound. Don't you worry about anything. I got this. I got you. No, dude. I'm sorry, what? So you see, it's the delivery, right? Have you heard of open sesame, right? The old fucking the terms everybody knows, and it's supposed to open some door somewhere, right? Like the last time someone saw that was never, but we all know that. I don't understand what this is, like some kind of DNA imprint on open sesame. I have another one of those. Ready? Watch this exercise. Watch this exercise. Nobody can answer this yet. If you can answer it, please answer it for me. Not right now, but answer it. Watch this. I'm about to do something. Ready? Make sure you hear me. Ready? Right? Watch. Now, naturally, you finished it, but here's the question that's going to blow your fucking head off. When was the last time you heard that and not right now? Think about the last time, if you have a memory of hearing that. And ain't one of you going to find that shit unless you talk to me about it. So the fact that you don't have one fucking mental frame picture of what cartoon or movie or conversation that ended up in, but the fact that all of you went, da, 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 because I can do it to anybody, and I have. And then I go, when was the last time you heard that? And I don't know. I'm like, do you have one fucking moment? Because I don't know how I know it. I just know that's how you end the song. Da, 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 da. You cannot tell me that all of us have seen a movie like that or heard a song like that. And how the fuck do we know it ends like that? We know that if someone knocks on the door, da, 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 da. What the hell? Okay, I can't explain that, but it just came up, you know? Okay. You make her feel safe and secure. Now, if your voice is like this, then she's going to feel secure. Like, okay, let's just have a good time tonight. We're going to be safe. All my friends are there. They're like really cool. They're going to love you. And just have as many drinks. Already, it's off. Okay? Let's just have a good time tonight. Okay? All my friends are there. Everyone's going to take care of you. It's safe and sound. Just have a few drinks. We don't need to go wild. Let's just have a good time and be safe. The same exact words. One was like this. The other one was like this. You watch a movie and the guy goes up and goes, open sesame. And it goes. And then someone goes up and goes, open sesame. And it doesn't go. He's like, why not? Open sesame. And someone's like, say it stronger. Open sesame. Right? Someone comes up, burps it, open sesame. Like, no. Well, if you're going to speak protection and safety, there's a sound to protection and safety. Okay? We're going to be safe. Don't worry. I got this. Okay. Okay. No, don't worry. I got this. Nothing's going to happen. This is going to happen to us. Wait, what? I wasn't even nervous until you said nothing's going to happen to us. I'm kind of worried. Safety and security. You walk up. Hi, how much is the table here? Like a cabana. I have my girlfriend has a birthday party. There's going to be 3 girls coming with me. Oh, they're beautiful. Yeah. How much? What does that come with? My voice is saying I'm in control. I'm okay. You want to know me? Straighten the fuck up. That's the art. Okay? Your voice says, I'm not comfortable. I hope I don't fuck this up. God, you're beautiful. I really want to have sex with you. I wonder if I can get you drunk enough. I hope you drink. That's what it's saying. Just like that woman was saying to me, you might want to stop talking to me because there's a big man about to walk in here. A big man with a little dick, huh? That'll be the perfect answer. Oh, hey, how you doing, bro? Nice to see you. She was just telling me about your penis size without knowing yet. What did you say? Talk to her. Oh, no, I'm gay. Don't worry. That throws a guy off, right? Oh, no, I'm gay. Don't worry. When you're talking to him, what does that mean? The art of seduction is the art that counters force because, let's get a history lesson, males are stronger physically in nature. Yang energy is a forward energy. Thrusting, right? What's the female going to do? fight the guy? Really? Without any law courts and shit? We're talking DNA, okay? What, she gonna fight us in the jungle, right? She's gonna get in your face in the tribe? No, she's not gonna do anything like that. So what did she learn to do? She's like, he's so strong. He owns 30 goats and he's got fucking army around him. And I need him. And I can't force him to take care of me. I'm going to seduce him. I'm going to make him think of me, and I'm going to make him emote about me. To seduce somebody, you occupy their thoughts and their emotions. Forget about their body. Forget about their body. It's coming, guys. It comes along with her. Okay? That's how you see her. Like this woman showing up, thoughts and emotions already seduced to a certain level. Do you know why the body is arriving and why I was guaranteed it? Because I just told you, I've already grabbed the thoughts and the emotions. The body has to arrive where her thoughts and emotions are. Here. You get it? So to do this properly, this is why Frank and I work so good together. I call Frank, I say, Frank, can you please look into this person for me and tell me what's really going on inside of them? And he's like, well, they're thinking this and they feel this and they're thinking that. And I go, that's it. That's what I need. Thank you. And I swear to God, I go back and it's like a fucking sniper or some shit, right? Like he's like the binoculars and I can only see so far, right? And then he comes in and becomes this telescope and my gun can reach into the next country. So then he's like over there. I'm like, oh, that's what I needed. I see it now. I see the sign. I see the fucking smoke from over there, right? Now let me shoot. Pow, nail it. Go back to him like, dude, that was fucking good. Let's do it again. But what am I looking for? I'm looking for her mind. You know how you immediately catch her tits and ass? Right? What girls are online right now that I see? Well, there's Amelia as a video, Danielle Nino, there's Anastasia, there's no videos of them. But if there was any women, you know what the first thing we would look at, Marissa, we're trying to find out your titties and ass side. And based on that, we're going to like you more or less, like right away. Like let's say one of you has incredible titties. Fuck yeah. It's great. I literally like you more. Isn't that fucked up? Okay? It is. It is fucked up because I don't want it to be like that either, right? It's weird. It gets me in trouble. Talk to some dumb bitches because she's got great tits, right? All you can see is the fucking titties. Oh, I had some good titties the other day. You know when the areola is just beautiful. I was like, God, I did not expect that. You know what I mean? Like I was shocked when my lips were around it and my tongue. I was like, this is amazing. I feel like a baby. And then I felt wrong, so I backed off. But then I was like, maybe I hallucinated that incredible areola. I got to try again. I was right. Very nice. Very nice. Shout out. Probably feels good right now, wherever she's at. Thank you. We look for your tits and ass. Are you ready, guys? Nature devised her to look for us too. What is she looking at? My tits and ass? Yeah. But not the one you think. My tits and ass. She's looking to see how comfortable and confident I am. Right away. I mean, that's as fast as I go, nice tits. You know how quickly we could do that from the corner of our eyes, right? You know, one of my favorite things is if she wears a sweatshirt, you know, like a sweatshirt and sweats. She doesn't know. We know your tit size already. By the way you walk, we know how heavy those fucking tits are. And by the way they stand, like, it's actually hot to us, right? I mean, guys, it's like you see her in like sweats and a t-shirt or something. She's like, oh, but I'm only sweats and a t-shirt. You're like, oh my God, go on. The fuck? Don't need you in a dress. The fuck is a dress? It reminds me of some weird like cartoon character or some shit. You know what I mean? My world doesn't consist of dresses and shit. What the fuck? Oh, but you look so beautiful. You don't. You look weird, walking weird too. And you just look like you're looking to break. Fuck. Okay? You look loose like that and I could see that ass. It's nice. You can see it in the dress. Not when you walk like that. It's weird. I'm afraid of hurting you. Anyways, what does she see? She sees your confidence and your comfortableness. Because let's say you're not confident and you're not comfortable. Why? Well, she better watch out. Why are you approaching her uncomfortably and not confident? You're going to club her in the head? You're lying? You're about to steal her baby? Steal her food? Poke her in the face? What the fuck are you doing? Why are you uncomfortable and coming towards me? Stay the fuck over there. Plus, if I get caught talking to your uncomfortable ass and somebody else watches, they're going to judge me like I'm with you. Get away from me, you asshole. She protects her space like it's her life, and it is. It is. She only has a certain amount of time to talk to somebody. Why you? I was at a strip club last night. I got to go to the strip club with my mentor. Goddamn. And what I did is on another level, man. And I sucked last night, but it didn't matter. It was good enough. Why should she spend time talking to you? Can you answer that? You have to answer that before you go out. When you text her, why should she answer you? Because you're nice? But okay. You know what that's like? That's like a bald woman with missing teeth, okay? And pimples on her face, telling you should fuck her or kiss her face because she's nice. It's not relevant that you're nice. Just like it's not relevant that she's nice and she looks like a gremlin. It's not cool. Okay? So why should she talk to you? I'm going to give you the answer. Are you ready for this answer? This is God. This is nature. I don't say nothing that's my opinion. If I do, you'll know. I'll be like, this is my opinion. So far, I have not opinionated on you yet. Believe me. It sounds like it. I'm just passionate about saying the fucking datum because I've lived through the damn thing. This shit is intense. You know what the most intense thing in your life is your relationship. If you don't have one, that's the reason, because that shit is fucking intense. If you have one, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And if you have, like, mine's not intense, you're not in a relationship. Your person is cheating on you. And whoever they're cheating with on you, that shit is intense. You just don't know about it. They're having an intense relationship somewhere. It's just not you, right? You're wondering whether they just had a bad day around you because they got in a fight with the other chick. Okay? You wonder why they're having such a good day around you. You're like, oh, is it? You know what I did? I used a new shampoo. No, bitch, it's the other chick. Why? Because according to you, there's no passion in there. What do you think? He's got passion while you don't? It's two-sided energy, baby. Energy, remember this, energy goes two ways, man. Hey, it's just the way it is. If it goes one way, eventually it'll reverse itself. If it flows both ways, you get electricity. Wow. Didn't expect that to fucking turn. Imagine you're watching me and I knock myself out. Boom. Then I come to like 3 minutes later, you know? Frank has taken over and I'm just like, and then you're like, oh man, this is embarrassing. What should you be embarrassed of as someone who wants to learn seduction? Nothing. Nothing. Is it possible? Yeah. I'm embarrassed of nothing. Whatever flaw I have, you might have too, or you probably have it actually. Okay? I don't have a flaw you don't have. Right? Like my tail doesn't suddenly get entangled. If I had that, it would be a flaw you don't have. You know why? Because I don't have a fucking tail. Right? But the shit that goes on with me, like if I could spill a drink or fucking sneeze in someone's face on accident or fucking trip on a sidewalk, can happen to you too. I'm not embarrassed of it. I think it's funny. All right? So how do you get better at seduction? You're too serious. I look serious, but I'm not. No girl is going to talk to a serious guy. I'm scary looking when I'm serious, dude. When I do like the tough face, my tough face is designed to make tough people scared. I'm the anti-bully guy. I'm the good guy's monster. You know what I'm saying? Like the good guys got a monster, me. And I'll go to war with any monster. It's like Godzilla arrived. And ate up Tokyo and went through there. And then it came to like San Jose, California. And I was like, I got this. Boom. And I faced Godzilla. And Godzilla was like, I'm like, you're too slow. Look at your fucking slow ass arms. By the time you move, I'm going to fucking kill you. Okay? That's the guy. It's the guy. So Remember this. There's nothing that is embarrassing out there. We're all humans. At least you say that, right? We're all humans. I'm not sorry for being. Look, here's, okay, ready? I'm now going to talk to you while she's listening. Are you ready? I'm about to seduce her. She's not here, but let me show you how through conversation. Wait, Frank, are you on? Because I'd rather talk to you than to the air. If he's on, then we can do it. If not, then I'll just speak to the air. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, he might be taking a break. Oh, there he is. Okay. Can you unmute? Do we have a dialogue? You're muted. There we go. Yes, yes. Okay, you good to have a dialogue with me? While I dialogue with you, I'm going to seduce the woman watching me, whoever the fuck.
Of course.
Okay, so Frank and I are at a table with 3-4 people, and there are girls there, and we get a dialogue. Now watch, no matter what, somebody else, a student, type in a topic. Make it fucking ridiculous. Make it difficult, something that nobody could seduce another human being with. Come on, make it difficult. Something just lame as fuck. Unseductive as shit. Something where I go, oh, come on, that's bullshit. Golf, perfect. Or dinosaurs. Okay, which one? Which one do you want, Frank? We'll take one. Either is okay.
Let's take T-Rex.
T-Rex, dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? We're in dialogue. You know what's so funny? When I was growing up, I didn't want to be like Spider-Man because he was just, you know what, Spider-Man, my problem. By the way, I'm in. It's going to sound like I'm not. It's going to sound like I'm suddenly lecturing. Okay, so I'm going to start again. Cut. Okay, watch. When I say now, until I say end, between now and end, I'm on stage. No matter what it looks like to you. No matter if it looks like I actually stopped talking and said something else to you. You get what I'm saying? This is important because your mind's gonna fucking trip on you when I do this. Okay, so when I say now like this until I say end, it's all a story, no matter how it's delivered. Okay, we're talking about T-Rex, dinosaurs. Okay, now you know what's funny? When I was growing up, my friends wanted to, be like superheroes, and I didn't want to be Spider-Man. You know what I fucking hate about Spider-Man? He's such a fucking pussy. And he's got this ugly, and the Spider-Man chick is ugly. Have you seen her? The fucking Kristen, whatever the fuck this bitch is like. She looks like a nose, like a fucking, she looks like a pig with dots, right? And one of my friends is a great fighter. That's his girl, dude. Like, we can't even watch. I'm just like, bro, it's disgusting because I could see, like, he wants her. She's one of the ugliest women I've ever seen in my life, okay? And they keep bringing her. There's a scene where Spider-Man 3, I was just watching it. She's walking down the stairs in this dress. I'm just like, ew. Okay, anyways, I didn't want to be Spider-Man or Batman, any of those guys. I want to be a fucking dinosaur, straight up. I wanted to be a fucking dinosaur, but not any dinosaur. I want to be a fucking T-Rex. Okay, so imagine little Arash. I had like big glasses, big fucking head, small shoulders, real smart guy, right? Super fucking like into my mom and dad and love my fucking family. But I wanted to be fucking T-Rex. So what did I do? I would literally walk around and imagine me as the biggest and strongest motherfucker you've ever seen in your fucking life. That's what I would do. And I would walk around and I'd imagine like other guys that, like we know, let's say like, oh, that guy, any of these guys. I imagine, okay, like I would imagine them as these little animals, and I would just imagine me go, wow, 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 and I would just like eat these motherfuckers, chomp them to bits. I fucking love dinosaurs because people think they know dinosaurs, but do you know how fucking, can you imagine if we saw an animal that was as big as a 3-story building? Like, have you ever seen a lion? You go to the zoo and you're like, holy shit. Or an elephant. I saw an elephant dick one time. It was fucking weird. I was at the zoo and it's like a fucking movie, right? Like, I swear this shit happens to me. I'm at the fucking zoo by myself in LA. I used to live here and I used to go to the zoo all the time. I had a mentor. That was Manu Tupo. He changed my life. He made my mind free. The reason I can be so free and talk to you is because of that man. He passed away many years ago, okay? But anyway, that's another story, another time. So he had this exercise where I would go to the zoo and observe animals and get involved with the animals' thoughts and feelings and emotions, like be the animal. I would do this every day. I had a season pass at the zoo and I had no money to eat food, believe it or not, but I got that season pass. All day I was there. So one day I'm there watching this fucking elephant. And there's a tire in front of it, and the elephant is like humping the air. It looks like he's dancing. And I think, oh, I think he's dancing, until I see this enormous purple like log under his fucking legs. It was his fucking dick. Hey, bro, I shit you not. It was, I mean, I didn't get close to it, but it looked like you could like wrap, like a tree, maybe like a small tree like that. I was like, oh my God. And as I'm thinking this thing, I'm looking around like, does anybody else see this? This little girl, like a fucking movie, this little white girl with curly blonde hair turns to her little fucking skinny white boy, top guy. And she says to him, Daddy, what's that? That purple thing in his legs. And I'm like, oh my God, this shit needs to be on TV, right? And he's like, what? What is that? And then he looks, he goes, honey, let's go look at the whatever the fuck. And I'm like, dude, this is fucking classic, right? She goes, but what is that? Why is he doing that? What's that purple thing? Like hella loud, right? And he's like trying to take her away. Anyways, I lost my story, but this is what I'm saying. Dinosaurs are some real shit because they actually existed here. Do you know where you and I are standing? There was once a Brontosaurus Rex. That's the one with the long ass neck, size of 3 buses, 3 school buses. That shit fucking just trips me the fuck out, dude. What did you want to be? End. Okay. All that was for her. Now, I don't know what you picked up in it, but if she's listening to that, okay, let me tell you, she's uploading in her mind. I can now break down some pieces for you. Okay? Brother, thank you. It's up to you how you want to do it now. Let me tell you what was happening. First of all, is there a female that's willing to speak on what you've heard right now? You don't have to praise me, but I have questions, and I would like a female to respond because there are females watching. Is there any females? You can put in the chat me, and then I can unmute you, or Frank can unmute you. I like to have a dialogue, real life, to see, and then I want to break down the conversation and see if you see what I saw. Anybody? Amelia, I see your face. Do you want to do it? Is that a no or a yes? I can't tell. Thumbs up or thumbs down? I can take rejection. I'm the best at it. Okay. Why? You don't like your voice? Do you have a good voice? Because you look like a singer to me, honestly. I thought you were a singer. Are you sing? You are, right? You're a singer, right? Are you surprised I know that? Okay, well, don't be surprised, because that's what I see, right? Clearly. Now, I don't use magic like my brother over there uses. I use what I do. I can tell you sing. How I can tell is many other things, too. Now, you don't have to be embarrassed. Are you willing to type it? The answer? Yeah, okay, good. Here's my question, okay? As you were listening to the story, what emotion did your body go through that you recall, if anything? Well, how would you describe that feeling as you were listening to the story? In 1 or 2 words, what would you say? She's like, I'll type it, but I won't say it. You know what'd be funny on the other side? She's using voice talk to the computer. She's like, I think it was. It's like, I think it was. No, delete, backspace. I think it was. Okay, Amelia, are you going to type the answer? I think you're going to lose a student because of me, Frank. She's like, fuck this. This guy is nuts. Getting me to talk. What's wrong with him? I'm not even here. Did she go away? Did she go away? No, there you are. Amelia, are you going to answer this shit? Just type it in. Or if not, I got to move on. This is funny. You're saying something. Okay. Your computer's not working. That's fine. Do you want to unmute? Thumbs up, unmute? Oh, there we go. Okay. You're unmuted. Go. What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Singer voice. Go.
Yeah. What was the question again?
So as you listened to the story, right? Or were you daydreaming?
No, I was listening.
Okay. Do you recall any feeling you had as you were listening? Any judgment? Yes, no, good, bad? I'd like to hear what are the thoughts that sparked in your mind and the emotions that sparked in your heart that you remember. Think back. What was going to happen?
Well,
Take me through some of them.
it's an interesting story to begin with, and
What
but
was interesting
the
about it?
elephant story was really what
Okay, hold on. What was
it was
interesting
funny.
about it? What was interesting?
It was funny to me.
Okay, so funny. Could you say, is it safe to say that you experienced laughter inside?
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding. Good start. Okay. And then what about the elephant story you said?
It was funny.
Oh, good. What about the dinosaur?
Yeah.
What did you think of the dinosaur?
That was different, like unique,
Different.
you know?
Like what?
Yeah. Unique.
Unique. Was it like weird or unique?
Unique.
Yes, because there's a difference between the two,
Mm-hmm.
right? And unique,
Yeah.
when you say unique, how do you process unique? What does that word mean to you? I know what it means to me, but I want to make sure we speak the same language. What does unique mean?
It's like different from the rest. That's what I thought.
So far we have different from the rest and humor, funny. Am I correct? That's what we've experienced so far. Yes?
Yes.
I can hear you. Okay. Do you recall any other part of the story that sticks out in your mind?
Let me see.
I'll remind you and you remember, but I just want to know what's there immediately available.
I don't know. It was just an interesting story. It was interesting because you were talking about superheroes. You don't want to be a regular one. You want to be a different one. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Who's this guy? You know, like.
Who's this guy? Is a thought that came up. Go on.
Mm-hmm. And then you were telling the story funnily, in a funny way.
Mm-hmm.
And then the elephant story came about. And I was like, this guy's interesting. He's funny, spontaneous, you know?
Spontaneous.
Just, yeah.
Do you remember me saying anything about my mother and father?
No.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember saying anything about my teacher?
Oh my God. Should I?
No.
I don't remember.
Demonstrate to everybody something. Everybody, does anybody else, do you remember when I talked about my mother and father and my teacher? Now, she also listened to the whole thing. That information is uploaded. She doesn't have access yet. But now watch how I trigger the information. Okay, thank you so far. Now watch, Amelia. So I turn from there, I talk to him, and I look at you and I say, you're a singer. How long have you been singing for?
Quite some time. I think around 10 years or something.
10 years. Wow. Is it something that, well, first of all, were you close to your mom and dad? Or no?
To my mom, very much.
Your mom.
Yeah.
I'm asking that because I'm very close to both. And my mom, like when I was younger, my mom and dad, they ran the show. And I thank them for that, right? Like I'm in love with them. Still I'm in love with them. They're very harsh though. Very like traditional. Did you have, okay, I'm going to pause right there. What were you feeling when I say that? Say it. Don't be embarrassed. You didn't know I was influencing you. See, I'm telling you, it sounds like I'm talking and I am, but I know what I'm saying. When I said, what were you feeling? She had to go, oh shit, I was feeling something. What were you feeling when I was saying that about my mom and father?
Well, I wasn't close to my dad, so I was like, I didn't have that. You know?
That's right.
So that's what I was feeling. Yeah.
That's right. What was the feeling that was coming up?
The feeling.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good. Okay.
A little sad, but also like memories, you know?
That's right.
Stuff like that.
Good. Okay, look, guys. I went from boom to this conversation. I asked her about singing. I went right into boom, boom, and I created an emotion of sadness now. Okay, hold on. We don't know each other yet. I've taken you through humor, intrigue, curiosity, uniqueness, sadness, a little bit of hope. Almost there, she says. At some point, brother, I just have to run down and grab this girl. I'm in the 7th floor. Do the math. We'll go down, come up. It might take me 5 minutes, okay? I'm going to say.
We should wrap it up very soon, Raj.
Oh, am I done? Oh, okay, good. So let me wrap. Okay. So let me wrap it up. Thank you, Amelia. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Everybody, look. If I wanted to seduce Amelia, I'm closer now. Okay? Just by talking to Frank and asking her one question and stopping it. Now, if I had 5 minutes with her at that moment, it would end with if I said, what feelings did you feel? I would have taken her through a fucking orchestra of feelings and left her with hope and this and that. And then that's how you get a woman. That's a demonstration of it right there. Also, this was live. She's in front of an audience like this. I'm speaking about what I'm doing. It's a billion times deadlier when it looks spontaneous, and I just happen to be talking to him and talking to her, and I'm not displaying my skills. Do you get how retarded that is that I'm doing that and it's still working? That's almost just like absurd at some point. That's what I do when I'm out. I'll say to her, I'm gonna be kissing you tonight, and you're gonna kiss me, and that's what's gonna happen. She'll be like, I'll never kiss you. That's fucking great. And I'll kiss her. Or, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'll just say it and it's going to happen because it's science. Because if you speak a certain way, you create a certain effect. Now, how you speak, that's the art. The art of seduction is the art of creating an effect on the other side, using your communication in any way, shape, or form possible to create the effect you want. Magic, definition used by me for my entire life, and I recommend the world use it, is the using of invisible elements to others that are visible to you to create visible effects in the physical universe that's visible to others. That looks like magic. When they can see what you do, it's no longer magic. When they can't see what you do, it's magic. It takes sight to see what you do. It takes practice to do what you do. But we want to see a physical result because of what you did. I guarantee you, give me 5 minutes with any woman on the planet, I can make them mine. It won't be that day, but the seed will be planted, and it's guaranteed in the future she'll be mine. I promise you that, okay? That's it for me, my brother.
Thank you very much, and talk soon.
Okay, bye.
Fuck, huh? I mean, what would I add to this? Huh? Amazing. Now, here's what's going to happen, guys. I was kind of like wrestling with myself because, I mean, this shit is just too valuable to not put it on YouTube. I want everybody to see this. I want everybody to have this information, you see? And I'm sure you agree. Now, you signed up for this, right? You signed up for this, you put in your email address, and most of you also got the link, although not everybody. So I don't think it would be fair to just give the same stuff to everybody, right? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this here on YouTube, so for everybody to see it. But for you guys, we're gonna have more lessons, more free lessons, okay? You're on the email list, and through that email list, I'm gonna send you a couple of lectures of myself, you know, where I actually show you rituals, of course, for the purpose of making somebody fall in love with you through witchcraft. And there are also gonna be lectures of Arash, and somewhere around December, maybe in the beginning of next year, there's actually going to be a course that's going to include Minecraft. Okay, it's going to include rituals. It's going to include manipulation of energy, and all of that for the purpose of getting a man or woman of your desire, or multiple ones. That's up to you. And lectures of Arash. Okay, where you're going to be initiated into even more secrets of this topic. And you know, like Arash said, I mean, his craft, my craft combined, we're just unstoppable. It's just that you can't find this shit anywhere else. And I'm sure you agree. And you want this, you want to have this stuff. So watch your email, watch your inbox. Step by step, you're gonna receive more of this stuff. And that's it. I wanna thank everybody who was here. And you're welcome. Talk soon. Peace.